This has happened throughout administrations, and if they have reason to believe that there is something that is unconstitutional,
you believe
should be able to move forward.
I hear you.
And
just to put a bow on it, you believe that that you took the message. Democrats are encouraging the military to defy the commander-in-chief over some current orders that you can't name, but you're pretty sure they're
here's what I believe. I believe that regardless of the president, no one in our military should actually follow through with unconstitutional orders.
What are they?
That's what I believe. I'm saying regardless. I don't know. Regardless.
That's Republican Scott Jennings watching the media's favorite talking point fall apart. Democrats keep warning about Trump giving illegal orders, but no one can name a single one. It shows how the fear narrative works. Make claims without proof, blame Trump, and hope people panic. Welcome to Nerk News. I'm Nerkish. And it looks like Democrats and the media are running on fear, speculation, and projection. Because if you can't point to an illegal order, yet still tell the military to ignore the commander-in-chief, the strategy becomes obvious. Create alarm first, then act surprised when someone questions it. Here's Scott Jennings pushing back on CNN, asking basic questions the panel cannot answer, and challenging the narrative once they step into the argument.
The only reason that the FBI is even looking into this is to chill speech. That's exactly what it is. He wants these people to stop. He wants other members of Congress to he wants to silence Democratic members of Congress and other elected leaders on speaking out against Trump. When it comes to...
Wait, can I ask you a question? Stop what? You said they want them to stop. Stop what?
They want them to stop speaking out.
So you said speaking out against Trump. So you're saying that you believe that inherent in the video is that Donald Trump has given illegal orders.
No, actually what I will say about...
Because what Abby argues is that they're just stating a fact, but you're saying it's speaking against Trump.
Because they speak out against Trump in other ways.
If it's speaking against Trump, then you took the message the way they intended it. You took it the way they intended it, which is that Trump has given illegal orders, and you can't name one and nobody else can.
Hold on, let me just say that. Congress has a role in ensuring that there are whistleblower protections when people come out.
So you believe there are illegal orders?
I'm not saying there is. I'm saying in the Biden administration. Okay. I'm saying in the Biden administration, there were whistleblowers. In other administrations, there have been whistleblowers. And what happens is Congress's responsibility to ensure that these people have protections wherever you are in the federal government and whether you're in our military.
Jennings exposes the whole plan by asking the one question Democrats refuse to answer. They put out a video telling soldiers to ignore Trump, but they had no proof he did anything illegal. That's how you create doubt and division inside the military. This isn't a small mistake, it follows a bigger pattern from the left. We've seen it before, like when Maxine Waters encouraged escalation or when activists shared ICE agents' personal info, causing a rise in threats. And after years of attacking police and law enforcement, Democrats now suddenly act like they care about unity.
The FBI is now seeking interviews with the Democratic lawmakers who said to the military, if there is an illegal order, don't follow it. Aren't folks in the military not supposed to follow illegal orders?
So this is an issue where obviously you're going to have two groups of people that see this completely differently. I mean, when I saw that video, I was outraged for the president because it's obvious what the Democrats were trying to do. They were trying to create a narrative that the president had, in fact, given illegal orders. Nobody's yet named an illegal order. All the people in the video went on TV and got asked, what are the illegal orders? None of them can name an illegal order. Alessa Slotkin, who's supposed to be the moderate and the smart person in that group, said, well, you know, we have this movie, A Few Good Men. I mean, it was so unserious, but the point was clear. They're trying to program their political party, half the country, into believing that the president has given an illegal order, which has not happened. And so he's outraged. Every Republican that I know is outraged. The legalities of this, the investigatory part of this, I'm less sure about. But I'll tell you this, it's not good to treat the military like pawns. These Democrats shut down the government 43 days and didn't pay them. And now they're out here using them in this illegal order video, which is obviously political. I think some people, you know, in our coalition are thinking they keep treating the military like pawns. It's very disrespectful to treat the military this way.
Jennings is right to call this out, because when Democrats tell soldiers to ignore fake illegal orders, it sends the message that the military is an enemy, not public servants. We just had an attack on National Guardsmen near the White House, exactly the kind of violence you get when people are taught that troops are dangerous or fascist. It's the same pattern we saw with ICE, constant demonizing, which eventually led to real attacks and doxing campaigns. And to make it worse, CNN even recently compared National Guard troops to that German army they love to reference.
Actually, what the president is doing through the Secretary of Defense is creating units, official military units, to quite frankly, watch the American people. And that's the thing that is absolutely abhorrent. It reminds me so much of what happened in Germany in the 1930s.
I hate to say it, but it's starting to look like these attacks aren't just random. They seem to come from years of Democrats and media voices teaching people to see the military as the bad guys. We're seeing cable news comparing National Guardsmen to fascists and acting like they're part of some takeover instead of people doing their jobs. And when politicians or talk shows label troops that way, a lot of people begin to believe it. We saw the same thing happen with ICE. Officers were doxxed, followed, and even attacked in person after being treated like villains for so long. Words like this don't just stay online. They affect how people behave outside, too. What do you think? Are comments like these putting troops in danger by comparing them to fascists and making these dramatic videos? Tell me in the comments, and if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. It really helps. Thanks for watching. More soon.